manufacturing, but needed more to come and then invest. So when it comes to the biggest employee is the government. So investment is supposed to be done by the investors from the overseas countries, but most of the jobs in Ghana are being owned by the government. That is why I said the biggest employees are the government, which is industry, manufacturing, and then other sectors as well. So when you come to Ghana, there are sites that we as Abusua will take you to, so you can experience, explore, and then discover, which is festivals, wildlife, the Independence Square, the museum for the first president of Ghana, the one that helped us gain independence from the British as well. Then, yes, Abusua Travel. What do we offer our clients? We offer our clients accommodations, tours, and rental services. So what we do is that Abusua Travel is a concierge travel and then tour company that provide tailored all-inclusive travel to each of our visitors who visit Ghana. And then what makes us unique is that we give you the experience by giving you an entire house for you to live in. And then we give you a car service as well. So at least your day-to-day activities is being organized and then tailored to suit the customer. So be it a group of 10, a group of 5, and etc., we will make sure that we get you a home that can fit the number of groups that we have. So that is what we do as Abusua, and that is what makes us unique. And then I'm going to talk about doing business. When it comes to doing business, there are areas that I always tell people that it is a place whereby you can create jobs, because most of the jobs are being created by the government. But as people who are looking to move into Ghana, do business in Ghana, there are certain areas that we can recommend to you, because we also provide our visitors the chance to survey, run analysis, do interviews with the locals. If you want to do a business, let's say if you want to go into farming, you might have the money, but you might not have the skill. But we can help you get the locals who have the skills to help you run the farm. So, and also the Western, which is the African Americans, have to build what they want to see. When I say when they have to build what they want to see is, you can purchase a land and you can build your dream home. So as Abusua Travels, we can also help you to buy legit lands to do your business or to build your retirement home or whatever the purpose of the building could be. So when it comes to factories as well, the factories, local factories, creating local jobs, educational programs, and not profitable organizations as well. And also when it comes to the energy, Ghana has problem with this energy sector, which is the electricity. So we can also recommend that you can go into solar, or you can go to other alternative energy sources whereby you feel like you can also bring it into Ghana. So I would say in Ghana, everything is possible. Since it's a developing country, everything is possible. And then also our currency and rates. A dollar is equivalent to 5.72 Ghana cedis. So let's say if you bring your dollar, you get more of our cedi. So our rate is, a dollar is equivalent to 5.7 Ghana cedis roughly. And then moving to Ghana, that is what everybody's talking about. It is trending. So people come to me and then they be like, what do I need to expect? That is how come I was able to create a group on Facebook, which was called Moving to Ghana Q&A, because people wanted to move to Ghana, but they don't know what to expect. So for me, having a travel company and being a Ghanaian who has lived overseas, I decided that I was going to give them the access to the information they needed to be able to move to Ghana. So some of the questions were, I want to move everything I have in the state to Ghana. I'll be like, no, don't move them. You can sell them and then you can move to Ghana and then buy everything at your disposal. And also, if you're looking to move to Ghana, you just can't get up one day and say, I'm going to Ghana. You have to first take a trip to Ghana. I mean, experience Ghana, explore Ghana, and then discover Ghana. After you're done with that, you can just go back to the state, do it multiple times or visit. Then you can, I mean, find a concrete decision to say, oh, I've been there a couple of times, and for that reason, I feel like it's my home, so I want to go to Ghana. Then you can move into Ghana. And then also, when you want to move into Ghana, you need to consider your accessibility before moving, which is accommodation and then the major needs. You can't just move to Ghana whereby you don't even know where you're going to start from. So if you speak to us as Abusua, we can help you find accommodation wise, and then your major needs. And then also, also, when you want to move children up to Ghana as well, you need to know about our education setup. You need to know about our health insurance system and all that needs to. Because for me, I feel that if you're able to take all these steps that I've mentioned, you will be able to make your trip to Africa, I mean, beautiful, because without the access to those information, you can't find this information anywhere. But with the help of Abusua Travels, I believe that we'll be able to give you the access to the information that you need. And also, as a company, we are also working out on developmental project for the rural areas, whereby we are looking to African Americans from the diaspora who want to come into Ghana and then do business, let's say farming, I mean, retire homes, what we call recreational centers. I mean, everything that people feel that they want to give back to Africa, we are going to be we're going to stand there as a bridge to help you to be able to do those things. So that is what my company as Abusua Travel is willing to offer anybody that is looking to come to Ghana, either to visit, to do business, or just to, explore. We will give you the services that you need to have, a pleasant stay or in Ghana. So that is all that I have to say. So now I will just take the questions and then see how best we can educate people who want to know.
All right. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. Okay, Michael, somebody did have a question that says, are you in the military or are you a veteran?
No, I'm a military contractor, so it's not being in the army. It's just
okay.
that it's a contract job. So I've been doing it for 9 years. So if somebody asks, he's young. Yeah, I've been doing it for 9 years. I started at the age of 24. So I've been doing it till date. So I started from UN contracts in Somalia, whereby I stayed for 3 years. Then I moved to Afghanistan, whereby I have stayed here for 6 years of my life. So out of my 9 years of contracting, the experience that I've gained is what has enabled me to go back home and then build a company, because that's what I was saying. It's a developing country. So if I want to go home, jobs are difficult to find. But as a Ghanaian myself, I feel like if I'm going back home, I also have to go and create a job, be able to absorb the youth into my company. So at least to help the government, because the government is doing everything in Ghana, which is why I said he's the largest employee. So for people like us to go home, we need to go and open jobs. That's why if any African American is also looking to go to Ghana, I recommend that there is no job. There might be a job, but the paycheck might not be as greater as the developed country. So if you're looking to move into Ghana, just have the mindset that, hey, I want to go and do something, which is business-wise. That is why I made mention of farming. Large factories, poultry farming. Anything that you want to do, it is possible you can do it in Ghana, because there is no job. There is job, but the paycheck is not something to write home about.
Okay.
That is why I traveled. That's why I traveled out of the country 9 years ago, just to go and seek for greener pastures. And then for that, I'm going back home.
All right, great. So everybody, if you have questions, type them in the chat box, okay?
I can't find my chat box. Oh, yes, I have a question.
Below, you have to click below.
All right. Do you want me to type all of this? Oh boy.
Well, if you have we'll open it up to your questions later, but I want to go over the ones in the chat box first.
Okay. Okay.
So, okay, so Michael, Greta says that you mentioned don't expect customer service or accommodations. What did you mean by don't expect customer service?
If I say don't expect customer services, it's Africa. So the way we do our things in the Western world is a bit different from the way we do it in Ghana. So the customer service is a bit poor, which we are looking to ways and means. That's why, because if you walk into a bank in the state, customer service is very, very effective. Even when you pick up a phone and then you want an information, you will get it right at the tip of your fingernails. But in Africa, there's a bit of delay because it's like, that's why I said, because it's a developing country, things are not the same way as it is in a developed country. So if you're looking to move to Ghana, you should expect that the customer service is not as the same as it is in the United States or wherever you're coming from in the world, which is the developed countries. That is what I meant.
Okay. Okay. So, but like, because you're a tour guide, because we talked extensively, because you're a tour guide, your customer service is off the chain, right?
I mean, most definitely.
You said
because
you were going to come to the airport and pick me up in a car.
Yeah, because I know the value of my customers. That is why I said in my beginning that when I was coming up with the name of the company, I needed something that will sound to my client. So I chose the name Abusua, which means family. So don't expect to see somebody there, but I expect to see myself at the airport to welcome and greet you, and then make sure that you're being sent to the home that you've paid for. And I mean, I'll be there to give you a brief of the site and then everything. I'll be doing everything myself because I feel that it's my family that I'm welcoming. So if I want you to feel at home, I'll have to give you the customer service you need. So that is why I said, when it comes to customer service, my experience in this 9 years of field work is what I'm going to give to you.
Okay,
because
awesome.
Customer service is the key. And then don't forget, I was into telecommunication as well. So I did work for other telecommunications in Ghana. So when it comes to work experience, I mean, I've been working from 2017 till date. So then now I have to run my own company.
Okay, wonderful. So now, Betty Ann, you were waving your hands earlier, but we couldn't hear you. So if you don't type into the chat box, I'm not going to be able to answer your question. And Gracie, what's your question?
Well, I have a couple actually, if I can have. First of all, nice presentation. Very nice presentation.
Thank you.
Let me ask you, if somebody wants to retire, we're all a sort of retirement age here. Do you have to set up a residency before you come and actually build a house, or do you have standing houses? And is the land, can you buy the land, or is this leased land?
Yes, you can buy the land. You can own the land yourself. It's just that we need to take you through the process of acquiring the land. So the process, it begins from your county or your state that you're in. So when you want to buy the land, I will give you the guidelines. We had a video on Facebook whereby we invited a U.S. ambassador from Ghana to the U.S. whereby he gave us the information. So at least when we are taking you to Ghana and then you want to buy or purchase a land or do business, we will take you through the legit means of acquiring your business. So that one it's a done deal.
So if we were to go through your travel agency, is it like you say you would take us to a home? Is that like Airbnb or something on that order, or is this a private home?
It's a private home, but now that it is not being used, we normally put them on Airbnb, but it is a private home that my company has it. So let's say if it is not in use, because that is the purpose. The purpose is to use them to house our client. So anybody that comes to Ghana on our ticket, that is where we use to host them, because we don't do hotels. We don't do hotels.
So
so we provide
houses then. I mean,
Yes.
accommodations are probably very nice.
So not to
Yes,
interrupt,
it's a
Okay. Well,
not to
thank you.
interrupt, not to interrupt, but I'm gonna interrupt.
Oh, I'm done.
The slideshow that I put together,
I saw it.
that house is Mike's house. That's the house
Oh,
that you would stay in
oh, okay,
if you
because
went
that
through him.
looked really nice. That's why I
Yeah.
thought maybe that
yeah,
was
Yeah.
an Airbnb
yeah,
that
that's
you, and you obviously go and inspect all of this. So that looked very nice house.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
his house.
yeah.
Okay,
So that's our official home for my company.
okay,
So it is a house that it is in Ghana. It's in a very decent area. I mean, it's a residential area, gated, dogs in there, security is maximum. The road is tiled, and it's so close to the shopping mall, which is called the Achimota Retail Shopping Center. So it's like you can even walk on the street, you can get a taxi. But as I said, we provide you with everything. So if you're living in the house, you live in your own comfort.
well, thank you. You did a terrific job. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
So,
Thank you too.
Mike, another question says, do you need a visa? Do Americans need a
Yes.
visa?
Absolutely. Oh,
Yes,
yes.
yes, Americans do need a visa. That's a very true. I mean, it's true. You need a visa to take a trip to Ghana.
Okay. And then there's another question that says, what are the COVID precautions taken right now?
The COVID precautions right now is the country is currently closed. The borders, land, air, and sea are closed. And as you can see, I'm stuck here trying to get home to start preparations for my visitors, but it is closed currently. And then, I mean, Ghana has been able to, I mean, let's say which word do I, it's been able to control it's COVID, because if you go to Ghana or if you've paid attention to Ghana news, Ghanaians are back to normal. I mean, people are going to their work on a normal basis. There's been other government restrictions, like the nightclubs are closed. The nightclubs are closed. Yeah, so it's like they are following the safety protocol standards, whereby before churches were only allowed to run 100 persons, but just last month, the president opened the churches for worship, but just that they have to observe the safety protocol, which means washing of your hands, wearing of nose masks, and then using of the hand sanitizer. So when it comes to COVID, Ghana has done a terrific job by limiting the spread. So I think if I'm right, our current cases now is around 3,000 plus, and then the total recoveries are around 26,000 plus. And then when it comes to the death rate, it's around 180. This was the last time I checked it, but I think it's doing a very terrific job by limiting and the spread of COVID.
Well, that's a lot better than America. So you guys probably don't
Yeah,
want us
no.
coming over there right now.
We just trying to you know the health sector in Africa.
Right.
If something like that should happen to us, I mean the economy is going to collapse. So
yeah,
I feel the president is doing a great job by limiting the spread of the virus and then being able to. But I mean, as I said, Ghanaians have not been in. Ghanaians were only on lockdown for just a month or two. I can't really recall, but after that, people were allowed to, because people were crying, because most of them is like, as I said, business wise, if they don't go to the government job, they wouldn't be able to feed and all that. So people were, unemployment rates were too high for the government to just say like, you stay home, I'm going to pay you. No, but the government did other things to help Ghanaians by paying up 50% of their electricity bill and then giving them free water bills. So the government did his best by giving them food and then also reducing the utility bills for them. So when it comes to COVID, it's doing a great job.
Okay, awesome, thank you. Now Pete and Eileen, they figured out how to type. Where are they? Their first question. They have a few questions. Is it true that the government gives 2,000 acres if you move to Ghana?
I don't know how true it is. I can't.
Okay.
For me, I'll tell you that I don't know, because I know there's a procedure on how to get land. Because last time I was explaining to a group of people on my platform because they thought that people were saying, if you move to Ghana, you're going to get free land. I don't know about the free land, but all that I know is there are two types of lands in Ghana: government lands, chieftains, the chief, and then the private lands. So when I say government land, lands that belongs to the government, the chiefs is that the chief, we call them the rulers of the regions. They also have their lands, and then the private owned lands, which is, let's say, I personally have purchased my land, so I have a land to my credit. So if I want to sell my land, there are procedures that I need to take you through. First of all, you need to go to the Ghana Lands Commission, verify that I am the rightful owner of the land that I'm selling to you. Those are the procedures that we always want people to take the step, not just going to see the land. If somebody says, I want to give you a land for free, just make sure that you verify from the Lands Commission if the person's name matches with the land. Because when it comes to land issues, it's a very big deal out there. So that's why we want people to be extremely careful whatever they get themselves into in terms of lands. Because you can lease a land. Yeah, you can deal direct with the chiefs, whereby they can lease the land to you. But before you do that, you have to verify that the land rightfully belongs to the chief that is giving you the land for lease. So I have also done a lot of things by seeing to it that if African Americans who are traveling, who want to come to Ghana, want to purchase land, we can do them by taking them to the chiefs, making sure we take them through the process to verify that the land are legit, litigation free and all that. And then if they want to purchase, they can purchase. If they want to lease, they will have to lease. But that's why I said it comes with there's a documentation for you to own a land, whereby it comes from your county. So if your county gives you the right to, people are doing it now by buying lands and then putting it in the name of the people they trust, so that once they are done with their proper documentation, they can come back and then do a transfer of ownership into their rightful owners. So that is how people are doing it currently, either business names and then lands and then other things. People that are going through the process, that's how they are doing it. They are just telling the Ghanaian people that they represent them to do it in their name whilst they do their documentation in the state. So once they are done with the registration and the documentation in the state, they will then come back and say, I'm ready. Can you transfer them into my name? So I become the rightful owner.
Okay. They also had another question, Pete and Eileen. Is there any unrest in Ghana?
What does he say? What do they mean by unrest? We all know Ghana
is there any fighting? And
No. Ghana is one of the most peaceful country in the world, and then we can all testify. If you check it, it's there. It's very peaceful. That's why I said even during COVID, it's been so peaceful because people are going about their normal duties, and then everybody seems to be happy. There might be some one or two misunderstanding whereby people feel that the economy is too hard, but apart from that, people still go about their normal duties. So peace, Ghana is.
So they don't have like protests, like you see in France and different places where they have, or even recently here.
There might be protests, but it is what is it based on? It could be economic hardship. It could be about jobs, but it's not about.
But they're not killing each other.
No. There is nothing like that in Africa. All that we know is if you see a group of people protesting, it is about jobs. It is about hardship of the economy. It's about, getting their grievances known to the government. That is why they do protest, not because, somebody was killed or none.
What does it cost to live there annually? Like, we're all retired. So, I know
so you're talking about
it's affordable,
the cost of living.
Cost of living.
The cost of living.
What's reasonable? A reasonable income that in United States dollars that we would need. Like, could we live comfortably on, $2,000 a month or something like that?
That's too much.
That's too much?
That's too much money. That's why I said let's do it. Let's make it practical.
Okay.
I told you that $1 is equivalent to 5.72 Ghana cedis. So if you can do the maths, let's check how much money do you think you will need. So I'm gonna take it bit by bit. I'm gonna go into renting, and then we can just do it from there. So let's say that $2,000 could that's how much you could be paying for an entire rent in Ghana for a 2-bedroom house.
Entire rent for how long?
For a
month?
year.
Oh, for a year?
For a year. That is 365 days. But if you have more money, you can do 2 years of advance. You can do 5 years of advance. All that matters is that it's about your pocket. So let's say, as I was saying, for a year of advance for a 2-bedroom house, you can get it for $2,000, and it could be even cheaper depending on the area that you want to live in. So let me take for instance, 1-bedroom house. 1-bedroom house. When I say 1-bedroom house, it's like an ensuite whereby you have your toilet and bathroom and then kitchen. It will cost you like $176 a month. So you have to multiply it by a year. And then that, because most Ghanaian landowners or homeowners take a year of advance. So if you're willing to go 2 years advance, they are willing to pay you for 2 years. If you want to go for 1 year, they are willing to take a year. So that is how much it costs to get a 1-bedroom house in Ghana. And then the same thing applies to there is something we call a chamber and hall. A chamber and hall is like a small place for maybe a single mother. I mean, like a single student. Let's say.
Okay, so Mike, let me stop you because we're spoiled. We need 3 bedrooms, 2 baths minimum.
Yes.
We ain't trying to do no 1-bedroom.
Don't talk about 1 bedroom.
I know. I was trying
3-bedroom, 2 bath.
Yeah. So three bedroom, 2 bath. You can get it for maybe $500, depending on the community. You know, we've got the higher class, we've got the lower class, and then we've got the medium class. So
what's medium class? What's medium class per month?
I mean,
rent on 3-bedroom, 2 bath.
3-bedroom, 2 bath. You can get it as low as let's say 300 to 400 range
per month.
A year.
Yeah, per month. So multiply by a year.
Okay. So yeah, we usually think in terms of monthly payments, but
So but in the city, it might be expensive. But when you go to the rural areas, like maybe to the eastern region, to the Ashanti region, to the central region, they can even be lower.
Okay.
Yeah, so, because the city is a bit expensive.
What about security? Like, do you have servants and security? Because I know that we've got security services whereby you pay them, and then they will send a guard to come and maintain your house, whereby it's about opening the gates and then making sure that who comes in and who goes out. So for security wise, there is, and then sometimes people would want to, we call them a watchman. A watchman is, let's say, somebody who's looking for a job. Maybe you will have him, maintain your house in the night. So maybe a watchman is somebody that watches over your house when you sleep. Ooh, how much does that cost?
It's as compared to using a security company, the watchman is cheaper than the security companies.
Okay, so how much is a watchman?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea. It's just that's why I'm saying that it's just that you, the homeowner, somebody looking for a job, and you want to offer him a job, you know he's going to protect your house when you sleep. So you can give him a decent salary and he will do a good job. It same applies to a gardener. It same applies to a housemaid. It same applies to, an errands boy, your driver. Those things are being determined by you, the individual, of how much you can afford them. But sometimes if you pay them good, they will be loyal to you. But if you don't pay them good, that is when they don't really take care of the house the way they're supposed to do.
Right, and that's probably typical.
Wage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably typical. What about Christianity?
In Ghana, as I said, there are 3 religions in Ghana. We've got the Islam. The Christian is the largest, followed by the Muslim, and then the third is the tradition. That's why if you look at Ghana's president, the president is a Christian and his vice president is a Muslim. So that tells you how united the country is, because these are the larger population is the Christian and then followed by the Islam. So that is why we have the president being a Christian and then the vice president being a Muslim. Same applies to the first ladies. The first lady is also a Christian, and then the second lady is also a Muslim.
Okay.
Yeah, but the traditional people are not that much, but they exist because of the our roots. Because when I say traditional, it's like those who pour the libation. They also believe in lesser gods. We also consider them as part of our religion.
Okay. All right. So I will say this. There, you had a question. How much does Mike's services cost? I'll let him explain his services, but he gave me an estimate in writing, a sample estimate that I wanted for me and my husband and his nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. And him giving us tours of wildlife and everything, and including, because of course the shea butter, I wanted to know about that, and that's in another area. So I can send you all a copy of the estimate, but I'm gonna let Mike explain his services and cost or whatever. So go ahead, Mike.
Okay. So my services, it comes with a 7 days package, a 14-day package, and then a 21-day package. So based on, and then it's, as you said, it's affordable. We charge normally between 1,500 for all the house, the car, the 2 meals per day, and then unlimited drinking water. The reason why we want to take the water upon ourselves is, since you're coming from a different country, yes, you can drink the water in Ghana, but we always recommend that you start with a drinking bottle. At least when your immune system is like, when you adjust to the Ghana's terrain, you can start drinking our water. It's clean water. You can drink it. But even like me, when I stay outside for a very long time and I return back home, I don't drink the water from the pipe. I always drink bottled water. So our package is an all-inclusive, whereby it comes with an airport pickup and drop off, your home, and then 2 meals per day, and then your tolls. So depending on the number of, let's say, if you're a single traveler, the price could sometimes go up because of accommodation, the car services. But if you're coming as a group, it becomes a little bit cheaper for you coming as a group. Okay. So it's just like 1,500 for just 7 days. But when we say 7 days, 7 days is the number of days that you'll be staying and then you'll be touring. But the day of arrival and the day of departure, it's not considered it's not put into the package, because that's when you arrived and then we put you in the house, and then the day you exit is also. So it's like, it's a total of 9 days, but just that we only count the number of days that we are taking you out, bringing you in, giving you whatever you've paid for, and then giving you the services. Okay.
So I know you arrange everything once we get there, but do you arrange the flights, or do we have to get our own flight?
That's upon your request. You know, the other clients will be like, oh, I have ways and means to get my flight. We'll be like, okay, because you know your city better. But if you give us the opportunity to help you with the visa, help you with your flight ticket, and then help you with the package as well, we are more than willing. But we always want you to ask for something, and then we'll provide it. That's why I said we tailor your vacation the way you want it. So let's say sometimes we might have classes whereby a client can say, Nana, I want to go out. I want to go to an open market. I want to go to a church service. I want to see how Ghanaians have their church service. I want to go to a funeral in Ghana. I want to go to a naming ceremony. Those are other things that are extra cost, because once you say that, we have to find you your own car, your own driver that will take you out there for you to do whatever you want to do. If we can do it for you too, we will do it. We wouldn't hesitate to do it. So sometimes people would like to pick and choose whatever they want to put in their cart, and then we will just make it happen. I mean, we are always there to listen to what you want to do in Ghana. We don't tell you what to do, but what you want to do, just let us hear it, and then we'll put all into our itinerary to make sure that you enjoy your stay in Ghana.
Okay, wonderful. Now, changing the subject, Betty Ann had a question about costumes. She's been to Ghana. She's the one that we couldn't, for some reason, I could hear her when she was first on, and then now, Betty Ann, you still haven't figured out how to talk, Yeah, I still can't. I don't know what happened, but Betty Ann is asking for costumes, about the costumes. Do you know anything about?
Which costumes? You know, in Ghana we've got fabrics.
Fabrics.
So is it? Yeah. So whereby, you know, in Ghana we sew a lot of our clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do fabric shopping, even if you check on my website, you can buy fabrics from Abusua Travels, and then we will ship it to you in the state. It's not only about fabric; it's about shea butter, black soap, mango butter, cocoa butter, anything you need. If you just reach out to us, we will organize it and then have it shipped to you in the States. So when she's talking about costumes, we just do fabrics. So the fabrics, we will take it to a seamstress or a tailor who will take your measurement and then they will sew for you. So what makes it so unique is that, let's say you come to Ghana on a tour and you want to sew your own costumes. We will take you to the tailor who will then take your measurement, and then we will keep it for you, because anytime you are out of Ghana and you want us to take those measurements and get something sold for you, we will do it for you.
Okay.
So when it comes to the costumes, that is how we do it. You can't just buy it from the market and then just wear it. Maybe it might be too tight, it might be too big, but we will want to take a measurement and then keep your measurement, or you can keep your measurement. Whenever you want us to give it to the seamstress or the tailor to sew something for you, we will just take it. And you know, in Ghana, we've got what we call it, like styles that you want to sew. So you will have to choose maybe from the internet, from wherever you've seen a style that you feel is beautiful, you want it, just let me know. I'll get the materials, we'll send it to the tailor or the seamstress, they'll make it happen.
Okay, so I do have something to say. I met somebody from Africa here, and they just told me that African Americans look ridiculous because they don't understand that the fabrics and the styles have meanings, and they walk around in outfits like, I guess you could be wearing a wedding outfit, you know, but you don't realize it, you know. So you'd help us with that, right? Because I don't be walking down the street, going to the grocery store in a wedding outfit, a dashiki that's for a wedding.
My question will
just
be
said
that, what
to
do
me,
they,
you know?
Yeah, what does he define a wedding outfit to? I don't see it to be a different. I mean, you can there is. I mean, what would you define a wedding outfit?
Well, we have,
to be
you know, like in America, we have wedding gowns, and we have men that wear tuxedos, but you're not going to wear a tuxedo and, like, well, I don't know. You wouldn't wear a wedding dress just walking down the street.
I mean,
to go to work,
okay.
let's say. You wouldn't go to work in a wedding dress. So I kind of thought I understood what they were saying, but they specifically said Americans look stupid when they put on African clothes because they don't understand what they're wearing.
Okay, our fabrics all have meanings. There was, I think a week ago, the president came on live video, and then he had this shirt on that had ABCD in it. And then his speech was drawn towards education. So the meaning of the shirt that he wore with the ABCD alphabet meant the importance of education to the Ghanaian country in general. So when they say you wear something that you don't know the meaning, it's fashion.
Yeah.
It's fashion. Ghanaians also wear things from the state. They don't even know what they're wearing, and then nobody tells them it looks stupid. No. When it comes to fashion, whatever you feel comfortable in, you can wear them. So that's why I was like, I don't know the definition for a wedding gown, because those African fabric that are being sewn into clothes are not being sewn as wedding gown. No. Like an example, there is we call some kaba and slit. It's like a top with a skirt. So if it doesn't have anything blooming or anything that doesn't make it look like, a rope or something, you can wear it to anywhere you want to go. That's why I said, if you come to me and say, Nana, I've seen this, I mean, I'm willing to assist you in any way. You know my number. If you come
Right.
to me and say, Nana, this is a design. Can I wear this design to an office? I'll tell you, yes, it's possible. But until you ask me the question, or until you give me a picture of what you want to sew,
Right.
I can't be able. It's like you want to wear a smock. There's a cloth called smock, which is it's for the northern part of Ghana. I mean, they wear them occasionally, and then there's a picture of me in a cloth. Cloth are done occasionally, like let's say on big days. Maybe my son, somebody's graduating from a university, or there is a wedding, or there is a funeral. Those are the times whereby you see African men put on those clothes. Maybe
Right.
if you check on my Facebook, you'll see it. Or maybe let me see
Yeah,
if
I
I can
did
find.
see.
Yes. Yes. So that is the Ghanaian culture for kings. Even if you see our kings, they do the same thing. So when when we have a gathering of let's say, that's what I'm giving you an example, a wedding, a funeral. Because if it's a funeral, it comes in black and white, or black, or all red, or black and red. These are the colors for a funeral. So when the person is old age, that's what I was saying, that every cloth has a meaning. When the person is old age, maybe 109, 190, we put on white clothes, or white, black and white. When it's just between his mid 30s and 40s, we put on maybe black, all black. And then in between, we can put on black and red. So these are the colors when it comes to a funeral. But when it comes to a wedding, graduation, it's a beautiful thing. That is when we put on those beautiful colors. I mean, a mixture of blue, green, red, black, those mixtures. So depending on the occasion, that is where we'll come up with the colors. And then when it's a naming ceremony, you put on white, because you're welcoming a newborn baby to the world. And then when it comes to church service, there is nothing like wedding, funeral, or nothing. Because if let's say I lose my mother and I'm going for a Thanksgiving service, I'll have to put on black and white. That is people of bereaved families who are coming to say, give thanks to God. They come in black and white. But the church doesn't look down upon what you wear. Anything is accepted. That is why I said it depends on wherever she's coming from. Because I've seen my aunties in the state, they wear those cover and sleep to churches, to the grocery shops, and then nobody tells them, because they're Ghanaians, and then they know the colors that they put on. So when it comes to fashion, people have their own definition of fashion. But if you want me to help you, I'll be more than glad to help you.
That's all we need to hear. So yeah. Betty Ann, did he answer your question?
No, it wasn't a costume, it was a custom.
Oh, I thought you said costume.
I was there, I can't spell.
I'm sorry.
Some of the customs.
She was asking about customs.
I was there in 2010. I was there in 2010, and I saw a ceremony where they assigned a new person in the community. The mother, or whatever it was called. The mother it was a big ceremony.
Yes.
Okay.
So
she was asking about customs. Betty, I'm going to hang up because it's making noise.
So
she was asking about customs. I'm sorry. I thought you said costumes.
That's why I said when it comes to clothing, that's why I said if it's a party, you're allowed to put on those bright colors.
Right. So what about the customs? Like, what customs do you have?
Customs. I mean, when you say customs,
like
festivals, naming ceremonies.
Yeah, traditions. I guess traditional.
Yes, festivals
events.
and all that. Maybe yes, that is why I was saying that.
Like what?
I mean, we've got the naming ceremony. Maybe let's say, and maybe a king has been installed. So when a king is installed, and when we have a new king, I mean, you put on those flashy clothes. Like that's when the clothing counts.
Right.
Bright colors, because we are about to, outdoor a new king. So people come out with bright colors. I mean, so that is what I know about what she's trying to say.
Well, what about like holidays? Let's go with like holidays, like
general holidays.
Yeah,
General
like you know how
holidays.
you have the same holidays that we have, or
I think we have more than you do.
oh, okay.
We've got Founders Day, we've got Independence Day, we've got Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Day, we've got the ones for the Muslim, we've got Christmas, we've got New Year, we've got Easter, we've got Farmers Day, we've got May Day for workers, so many.
Okay.
So in a year, we could have maybe like 10 to 15.
All right.
We've got so many holidays.
And somebody has a question. What are the animals? Are the zoos closed? Are they open or closed, the zoos?
Currently, those places are open now to people in Ghana at the moment, but not because we can fly in. The borders are closed, but internally, people are allowed to go to those tourist sites.
Okay.
Yeah, it's open.
Tourist places. And somebody has, what's the best time of year to travel to Ghana?
Every year, every month is the best time to travel because there's always an activities to go through. Let's say, I'll take it from Christmas. Christmas is super big because we've got music concert, the Afro Nation, Afrochella. Like if you remember last year during the Year of Return, so many people from the diaspora flew into Ghana just because of the music festivals and all that. And then, you know, the reason why people went to Ghana is it was the Year of Return, one, and two, in the Western world, it is cold. And then in Ghana, it's summer. So it's a perfect time to take a vacation to Africa looking at the weather-wise. So then it runs from December to January. February is the Black History Month. March, April is Easter Festival. And then July, August is Emancipation Day. And then August is also a festival of art, which is called the Chalawote, which is the festival of art. I mean, throughout the year, there's something going on in Ghana. So it's like, when best do you feel like you want to go? If you let us know, we will create something for you because we know what is going on in Ghana at the moment. So we will be able to create something.
So what about the weather? What's the weather like?
Yeah, the weather-wise, it's a tropical. Accra is tropical, and then there are two main seasons, which is the dry season and then the wet season. That's all. So the dry season is like summer, and then the wet season is rainy seasons, whereby we have rains all the time. So mostly it's hot.
So what's the rainy months?
The rainy month is from March to November. And then the dry season is from April to October.
April to October, okay. And then somebody put, my understanding is that Easter is very big. Everybody wears white.
Yeah, so Easter, I'm the tribe of people that make Easter big. If you saw today's post on my questions and answer, I was trying to promote Easter. Because in my region, where I'm from the eastern part of Ghana, and in the eastern part of Ghana is where we choose to celebrate Easter, it's like a 4 days holiday for Ghana, and then during that time, people move from the north and then the south, and then they all come to the east, which is the eastern region, whereby we celebrate the Easter. So during that season, we've got so many activities. We outdoor our festivals to people. We show them. It's a homecoming for my region, which is Kwo. I'm from Kwo, so we outdoor our culture. We outdoor fun games. We play. We get to settle disputes among families. So it's like a homecoming to us. But during that time, we also open up to the entire world for them to come and then do some amazing things. So we've got a hunter's cave, whereby it tells the history of my tribe, whereby we used to live in caves from our enemies. And then also we've got, very beautiful rock formation. It's on top of a mountain. So my tribe lives on top of a mountain. So the eastern region, you have to drive through the mountain and then get on top. So the weather is beautiful. That is why if you look at my itinerary, I have included it there. And then this is where I'm trying to get African Americans who want to move or people who want to move to Ghana, I want them to have a look at it, stay there for a couple of days, and then they will be able to tell me, I want to live here, I want to get a land here, because at that region, it is easier for me to go to the king because I'm related to the king. So it is easier
Oh, you're
for me
related
to
to
go
the
to.
king?
Yes, I'm from a royal family.
So we have the inn. We have it in.
Yeah, so I'm currently working with the help of my father and then the queen mother. We are working on 100 acre of land for people who want to do business in that region, because we are looking at promoting, creating jobs, creating infrastructure. I mean, all developmental projects to the community, which means we can have a mall built, we can have an healthcare. I mean, we're looking at healthcare. I mean, everything that is going to benefit the community. My father, myself, and then the queen mother, we are trying to get 100 acres of land to be able to help build the community, because it is big. I mean, and if you look at, if you check on the internet, it is the only place in Ghana that has the biggest hotel in West Africa, which is around 2,560 something plus. The whole, even you can't find it in the city, but it's only that region you can find the biggest and largest hotel in Ghana or in West Africa, the biggest. That tells you that it has potential because of the Easter, whereby a lot of people are rushing in there. I mean, accommodation became a problem. So people, investors, and then people from the land had to come together to be able to build a very big hotel that can house so many people during the period of Easter, because Easter is 4 days for us. So, and then during the Easter, we have foreigners that come in, like we do the paragliding. So those fun activities and all that. There are so many things. Hiking in the mountains. I mean, the waterfalls. I mean, you will love it. It's green. It is a green part of Ghana, and then from there you're going to Kumasi. So it's also added on our itinerary, whereby we want people to go there, experience the weather, and then you can tell that if you really want to have a place here, we will help you, because that is where I feel like I have the power, or I have the influence to make sure that anybody that comes with me to that place can get a land.
Okay. Is there, now you said there's a rainy season, so do they have problems with flooding?
In the city, it is a problem, but not in the rural areas. In the city, there's a problem because of, human behaviors. Don't throw rubbish in the gutters, they throw them in. Don't do this, they do that. So when it comes to fields, because Accra is very choked, I mean, we have floods all over every year. When there is heavy rainfall, there is flood. But the good thing is that the rural areas don't. That is why we are trying to find out, why is it that those rural areas don't get flooded, but the city is where it gets flooded, because of there's too much people in the city.
Oh,
the
okay,
city is
too many
choked.
people. Are you in the rural areas? Are they higher elevation? Like, are you kind of higher up? Because Ghana is like, there is beach. I mean, so Ghana goes down to the beach.
Yeah. So the beach is on the southern, belt. Let's say from our borders from Togo to Cote d'Ivoire is just a beach.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go to the rural areas, they have the rivers and then the lakes. So behind where I'm from, let's say Kwo, behind the mountain, there was a lake, a very big lake, and then there's a ferry which is on the lake that links the people, because behind the lake is the land there is for farming purposes. So there are so many of the farm product of Ghana comes from there. So that's why the government had to put a ferry in between the lake, because it's a very big lake, so that people can come from the villages to the city.
Okay. Do they have any communities that are actually American? Like,
we do have
come and actually form a community, kind of like we have Chinese that come and they have their own community here.
They are starting to do that. I mean, I've seen a couple of one, and I'm also trying to create my own as well, whereby I'm networking and then communicating, bringing people together, because that is the only way we can, form a network, because there are things that I feel like it is our greatest problem, like when it comes to shipping. Mm-hmm. That is why I don't want any African American who's looking to move to Ghana to ship his stuff, because shipping is expensive.
Mm-hmm. What
So,
about, you were talking about, they don't really speak English. Is there a need for like English teachers?
it's just about it's about our parents. Most of them did not go to school,
Right.
but our generations, they went to school, so it's easy to communicate with people from maybe age of 40 to maybe 1 year old. They can speak English, but
Okay,
maybe the older ages, they don't
got
really
it.
speak English because of education wise. So
Okay,
sometimes that
so,
is when you will need someone to do the translation for you.
okay, so everybody pretty much under 40 can speak English.
Yes, they can. I mean, if they can't, they understand what you're saying. It's just that it might not be fluent like the way I speak, because sometimes people are like, "Are you really Ghanaian?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm Ghanaian." So they're like, "Okay, why is it that your English is fluent, but other people that I talk to, I don't really get to understand them when they speak English?" There's a classification of the English speaking. And then there's other ways whereby they can communicate, which is the broken English. Like we call it the pidgin English. Like if you look at the Nigerian English, that is a similar thing to the Nigerian English, which is, we call it broken English,
Mm-hmm.
but not the one that I speak. There's another one which is called the broken English, into bracket PG.
Okay,
So I speak them as well. So I'm able to communicate with the Nigerian from that angle as well.
okay. So, somebody put, how many nationalities are there in Ghana? Like we know there's,
What do they mean?
well,
What do they mean by
nationalities
that?
like,
Different tribes.
well, I know you got a lot of different tribes, right?
60. So we've got 16 regions. So each region comes with a dialect.
So 60?
16, 1 6.
Oh, 16,
One.
16.
Yes.
Well, the only
16.
black
So
Different, 16 different tribes with different dialects.
it's not about the tribe. It's about the regions,
The
but they all
region.
come with a unique dialect.
Okay.
It's like the Ashantis and then the Easterns, we all speak Tree. The Fantis also speak their own dialect. The people in the north also have different dialect. So the tribe is there's a big tribe in Ghana. Just that the most common ones are the one that I made mention, which was the Akan, the Ashantis, the Fantis, the Elwes, and then the Muslim. Those are the most common ones. But there are other ones that, I mean, once you deep down into tribes, you'll find them out. But the most common ones that you will hear them in the city is the Ashantis, the Fantis, the Elwes, and then the Muslims. Those are the normal common ones we speak.
Okay. So, and then somebody wants to know if there's other people other than black people. Like, do you have Chinese people and white people and?
Yeah, we know Chinese is everywhere. Yeah,
That's
Chinese
what I
also. Yeah,
Chinese
they also
are
came
everywhere.
to Ghana. Yeah, they came into Ghana in the business. I mean, in trade businesses, because they also realized that there was opportunities in Africa, so they also came. So they are into trade. They are into trade like electronics, footwear, and then some are also into illegal mining. That is what the government is fighting so much, because they are destroying our water bodies in Ghana. Because Ghana is, we drink from those rivers. There is a plant by the river that, I mean, purifies the water to our homes. So they were destroying the water bodies. So the government is fighting illegal small scale miners. But the Chinese came, they dominated Ghana so much to the extent that they are doing clothing, electronics. I mean, name them. Chinese are there.
They've taken over the production of the shea butter business.
I mean, yeah.
Haven't they?
No,
They
they're not into the shea. No,
Are they
because
trying
I told you that. No. Because, the shea butter is good for we, the Africans. Our skin, and then the peppers. You can cook with the shea butter as well. So the benefit of the shea butter is to we Africans. So
Well,
they don't really.
somebody told me that, a Muslim person told me that here, and said that the Chinese are trying to take over the production
No.
of the shea butter business.
No. I told you that I go straight to the northern part of Ghana to do my shea butter business. I never saw any any Chinese doing business there. No,
Okay.
they were all done locally. I have got videos. I have got evidence. They are done locally by the Northerners.
Somebody asked if we order shea butter through you, how long does it take? I sell shea butter, Greta.
The last time I shipped
that get it from Africa.
The last time, yes, the last time I shipped the shea butter to the United States was a month ago. And then that's why I said it's quite expensive.
Yeah.
The shea butter is not the shea butter is not expensive. It's just like $60 to $70 because we have to ship it from the northern part to Accra. So it will cost you between $60 to $70 to $80. But the problem is shipping it out of Ghana is the problem because we have to go by air. But now I'm currently I'm trying to use the post office also as well because the post office, they will only allow me to ship 15 kg per shipment. So let's say if you buy 30 kgs from me, I can only ship, let's say in 1 month, I can only ship twice, which is 15 kgs per different shipment. But through the air cargo, they don't really care how much you want to ship. It's just that. But before COVID, it was $3 per kg. But after COVID, it's $10 per kg. And then, we need to go through customs, immigrations and all that just to make sure that we certify whatever we are shipping to you, to the state. And put documents also in it. So at least when it reaches to the state, you have all the certification that proves that Food and Drugs Board has signed on it, agriculture, blah, 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 all the documentations. We'll have to put all the documentation into it. Because the last time I did send 30 kgs to the state, it was almost around $600. To buy the shea butter and then to ship it to the state, it cost me like $600. So my question is, how much is she going to sell it?
Yeah, because I looked into buying it directly because I buy the shea butter from some Muslims in Los Angeles that get it straight from Africa, but they buy huge amounts of it. And
but they go through the.
I looked into buying it from Africa, and the price was 50% cheaper. But then when I saw the postage, I was like, oh my God, it was like $125 to mail it to me.
Yeah.
So that was like,
why
it didn't come out to be cheaper, even though the price was really good.
Yeah.
Coming straight from Africa.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What else do we have? I think that's it in the chat box. Wow. Well, we're only over by 17 minutes, you guys. We kept Mike talking for a while there. So, all right. Yeah, we covered all the questions in the chat box. Mike, thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure. You did a great job. And everybody, like I said, any questions you have, send them to our email, info@AACC, and I will send you the slideshow and the estimate, the cost estimate that Mike gave me. Okay? And that's it. So, Mike, you have any last words you want to say before we adjourn?
I mean, I think I've said it all.
Said it all.
I've said it all because I mean, I want them to come and see Ghana.
Yeah.
Not just come, but come with a bigger picture. I mean, investment, whatever you put your mind to it, you can make it. Because the resources are there. I mean, to create a business, you will make it. It's all about opportunities. Since it's a developing country, this is the right time for us to go there, invest in it.
And I do follow people on YouTube, Americans who've moved to Ghana. I've watched their videos on YouTube.
Building estates. They're doing.
Bought land.
Yeah. I mean, it's the things that people are doing there. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So if anybody's looking to move to Africa, I mean, I'll just say take a trip first. And when you take the trip, you'll be able to gather the information and then be able to make the move.
Well, I'm taking a trip as soon as, not this year, obviously, but, we don't know what's happening next year either. Hopefully we'll be out of quarantine.
Yeah, I'm flying to Ghana on Sunday, so Monday, God willing, I'll be in Ghana for good.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I'm looking to go home, return home, and then start having preparation to people that want to come. So,
oh, wonderful.
I mean, I feel it's exciting for me to be there to help anybody who's looking to come to Ghana, do business, have a feel of Ghana. I mean, explore our culture. I mean, experience everything. We are more than willing to help them in any way that we can. I mean, they can follow us they can follow our Facebook.
Oh, that's right.
Post.
I'll send that too.
Yes, they can come and see how we are trying to, I mean, build our network. I mean, we're currently around 245 on our moving to Ghana group, and then our Abusua travels. I think we are almost at the 900. So you can see people are turning up. People want to know more about Ghana. People want to know what they can do and all that. So I feel like it's a great opportunity for us to, I mean, connect and then network, because that is the only way we can make it a better place. Because we need you, and then you need us. So for us to be able to build something big, it needs you and I to be able to come together to do it.
That's right. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Mike. I really appreciate you. And this meeting is adjourned. Everybody have a wonderful night, and thank you all for showing up as well.
Thank you, Regina.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye. Bye.
Leave the meeting.